Being a billionaire automatically translates to extravagant properties and luxurious lifestyles. And many times, this is not so far off from the truth. Many of the most popular billionaires have over $100 million in real estate, the latest and most luxurious cars in their garages, fancy yachts, private jets, and other things the average person doesn't own. But do you ever wonder how their children live? Do they turn out to be half-decent human beings? Or just spoiled brats? Well, today, let's take a look inside the life of these billionaire kids. Elon Musk's kids. Elon Musk is known to be the CEO of powerful companies like Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, and many others. And the billionaire has 7 children, who he often refers to as the loves of his life. Seeing how their father has a net worth of almost $200 billion and is the second richest person in the world, these billionaire kids do not live regular lives. And what do I mean by that? Like regular families, they go out on camping trips and vacations, but the experiences are not conventional in any way. A few years back, Elon Musk took his 5 children, Xavier, Griffin, Kai, Saxon, and Damien, to the Monaco Grand Prix. And they got to have tea with the Prince of Morocco. But that wouldn't be the first time they got to hang out with a really important person. When they were much younger, Elon Musk had them tag along with him on his business trips. This means they have met some of the most powerful business tycoons in the world. And while this may not seem like the most fun vacation, it is a huge flex to know powerful people. However, that's not all they do. As children of a science genius, their education is of the utmost importance. They attend a private school, Ad Astra, owned by their billionaire father. Just imagine having a whole school built just for you. For children as rich as they are, Elon Musk and his partners try to keep their kids as grounded as possible, so they're not as spoiled as you'd expect. Since they are in line to inherit their father's multi-billion-dollar empire, they are constantly undergoing lots of comprehensive training. They may be billionaire children, but their lives involve a lot more than spending their father's fortune. The Trump family. It's no surprise that the Trump family is on this list. The family patriarch, Donald Trump, has a net worth of about $7 billion, which he amassed from his many businesses. With his influence and connections, it is only natural that his children are well-connected and established business owners. All the children of this family are financially set for life on their own, not even adding their inheritance from their billionaire father's fortune. Let's start with Ivanka Trump, the richest of Trump's kids. During her father's presidency, Ivanka was appointed a senior advisor to the president, despite having zero experience in the field. In an instant, she became a government official and the first daughter. And although she wasn't getting paid, she enjoyed benefits that came with the positions. She also owns stakes in some of her father's companies and has earned almost $40 million from them over the past few years. In addition to her father's money, Ivanka has a fashion line of her own, which deals in luxury bags, clothes, and female accessories. She's also married to a wealthy real estate developer, Jared Kushner, and together, the two have a combined net worth of over $800 million. Ivanka and all her siblings are entitled to 8% of their father's business empire in Washington, which earns them millions of dollars per year. Even the youngest, Barron Trump, who is just 17 years old, is in line to inherit at least $80 million from his billionaire father and multi-millionaire mother, Melania Trump. Eric Trump is an executive vice president of the Trump Organization. And on the side, he owns a winery that is not affiliated with his father's organization. His net worth is estimated at $300 million, same as his elder brother, Donald Trump Jr., who has taken the helm of the Trump Organization in place of their father. Finally, Tiffany Trump, the billionaire's youngest daughter, is unlike her older siblings. Her net worth is estimated at $5 million, which is mostly from her share of her father's fortune. She could get richer, however, especially since she married Michael Boulos, a fellow billionaire kid. The Carter family. As far as rich celebrity kids go, Jay-Z's and Beyonce's kids are definitely some of the richest. Their parents have a combined net worth of $2.5 billion, and this inevitably means they have access to luxurious amenities owned by their parents. These include their multi-million-dollar private jets, the grand mansion in Bel Air, and other properties worldwide. And let's not even forget the private islands, family yachts, and private jets. Jay and Beyonce have 3 kids, and right from birth, these kids have been surrounded by tons of money and all the luxuries they can afford. Right from preschool, Blue Ivy has had her own stylist. Yeah, you heard that right. Many people can't afford to have one of those throughout their lifetime. How can we forget the multi-million-dollar birthday parties her parents threw for her on her first and second birthday parties? Many can call them spoiled, but Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir also contribute to their family's wealth. Blue Ivy has featured on award-winning records of both parents. When she was just 2 days old, she was featured on Jay-Z's track Glory, and in 2020, she was on Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl. These appearances have earned her several records and awards. Ivy was also part of Beyonce's Adidas campaigns, and she joined her mother on stage for an epic rendition of Brown Skin Girl in Dubai in January this year. The twins, on the other hand, Rumi and Sir, haven't made as many public appearances as their elder sister. However, Beyonce once mentioned that they contributed to the creation of some designs for her clothing line. How insane is that? They are barely 6 years old. Away from the public eye, their billionaire parents treat them to fancy vacations, and when they are in public, you can tell that they are drenched in wealth. In 2022, Blue Ivy accompanied her parents to the Wearable Art Gala in LA, and during the event, she bet over $80,000 on a pair of Lorraine Schwartz diamond earrings. You do not see an 11-year-old bidding $80,000 for diamond earrings often, but Beyonce's kid is not your regular kid. The British royal family. Up until now, we've only talked about the children of billionaire celebrities and businessmen. But can you imagine how real-life princes and princesses live? The grandchildren of the King of Britain are some of the richest kids in the world. I mean, they are in line to inherit the British Empire, one of the wealthiest kingdoms in the world, and they live in actual palaces. The British family has palaces in each of the 5 kingdoms that make up the UK. And Princes George and Louis and Princess Charlotte have their own quarters in each of them. They also have personal royal servants, butlers, and even musicians at their beck and call. They get to eat chef-cooked meals at the big dinner table with their grandfather, the king. Their lives are basically what you see in fairy tale movies. Well, except for the magical creatures and evil witches. Prince George, who is in line to become king of the empire someday, is already worth $3 billion, while his sister is worth about $5 billion. Even though these kids haven't gotten their inheritances or worked a day in their lives, their value to the British economy is equivalent to billions of dollars. They are so influential that clothes worn by them get sold out within a very short period. I don't think these kids even understand just how powerful they are. They're still underage, so it'll be a few years before they start having official royal duties and are allowed a little bit of access to allowances and their inheritance. However, it doesn't matter, because even now, they are already worth more than even the king himself. The Gates family. We all know Bill Gates, the patriarch of the Gates family, the brain behind Microsoft, and the once-upon-a-time richest man in the world. Although he has been knocked out of the top spot on the list of wealthiest people, he still has a net worth of over $109 billion. Together with his ex-wife, Melinda, he has 3 children: Jennifer, Rory, and Phoebe, who literally grew up in wealth. The Gates family is known for keeping their private lives under wraps, but it's a no-brainer that being Bill Gates' child comes with access to luxury, including the Gates mansion in Washington. The 66,000 square foot estate is worth almost $120 million, and it comes with a 60-foot swimming pool with an underwater music system, a large and fully equipped gym, a massive dining room, heated floors, a multi-million-dollar computer sound system, and many more. Rory and Phoebe are not really in the public eye, but Jennifer is known for her interest in horse racing. In 2013, her billionaire father purchased a $37 million mansion in Florida, customized specially for Jennifer and her passion. The equestrian mansion has about 4 acres of land, which is big enough for the horse racing tracks, a 4-bedroom mansion, a schooling area for the horses, and a 20-stall barn. For regular people, $37 million is a lot of money to spend on your child's passion, but it barely left a dent in Bill Gates' pocket. Although not much is known about Phoebe, she is in line to inherit at least $20 million of her parents' wealth, not including the shares she and her siblings own in the Microsoft empire. They really are set for life. The Jobs family. Finally, we'll talk about the children of the founder of Apple Inc., Steve Jobs. Before he passed in 2011, Steve Jobs was once one of the richest people on the planet, with a net worth of $20.4 billion. At his death, most of his fortune was passed on to his wife, Laureen Powell Jobs, and their 3 children, Reed, Aaron, and Eve. However, Laureen has said that her children will not inherit a penny from the fortune left behind by their father. But this doesn't mean they do not live a life of luxury. Using their father's fortune and influence, the Jobs children are making a name for themselves. And the youngest, Eve, is doing a very good job of it. She has established herself as a model, trained under the wings of the iconic Naomi Campbell, and walking alongside big-shot models like Gigi Hadid. The major highlights of her career include her feature in Paris Fashion Week and her appointment as the face of the skincare brand Glossier. Even without inheritance, she still leads a luxurious life. What about smartest rappers who didn't go broke? Watch that video right here.